Y'all, welcome back to the channel. I am Lady Nika, and with last night's episode of If Loving You Is Wrong. Hold on, bitch, come on, y'all gotta roll with a hoe. I turn this fan down. Okay. Every now and again, we go on a tour around here. Or the trailer park, that is. Anyhow, we're gonna talk about If Loving You Is Wrong tonight. This evening, whatever time it is, child, we finna talk about it. Uh, I don't know what to say at this point. I'm just like, Tyler, for real? I mean, I know that every episode can't be action packed. Okay, I know that I know it can't be action packed. I know that there are gonna be filler episodes involved, but a whole season of filler episodes. Hmm. He's just moving real slow to me. I don't know. I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and do the review, okay? Last night's episode, it was entitled Angry Men, and we started back off with Kelly and Travis. You remember last week she had a flat tire, got out the car to get ready to go, I guess, get her four way or whatever, or her jack, and she wind up opening that trunk, and out pops Travis, and he choking the shit out of her, okay? So that's what we had. He choking her as per usual. He telling talking about why you did this to me, what you told them. And I'm sitting here as I'm watching this, I'm looking around the the parameter of where she at, and I noticed this don't seem like no deserted area. So where is Rosa the nosy neighbor? I know every neighborhood got one. Where are the people that can help this girl? I don't see nobody that can help this girl out at all. She just basically being choked out. Uh, and she trying to scream as best she can, but ain't nothing really coming out because, of course, he got a death grip around through her neck area. She finally managed to reach a stick or branch or something, and she hit his ass enough to get him off of her. Now, in the book of my mind, I'm saying, Kelly, hit his ass a couple of times. You don't want to just stun you don't want to just stun the perpetrator. You want to try to disarm him and disable him as much as possible. And his hands right now are lethal weapons against you, girl. So what you should be doing, to me, in my book, I would have been getting his ass beat the hell up real good with that stick. I'm talking about, I would have hit him so many times with that stick. That stick would have begun to break. That's how much anger I would have had in me, considering how he done been harassing this woman for umpteen periods of time. She done went down to the police station trying to do her part as a citizen. I gotta get straight. I gotta get my feet on this damn thing up here. Okay. Uh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, she got to do all of this. She done been through all of this, and he's still mistreating her. So why are we acting like? I mean, why we acting? Or is we acting? Okay, I'm trying to make sure everything's still straight. All right. Anyway, soon as she hit him, she take off running, and he football tackled her like a damn man. I was like, shit, she ought to be knocked out for the way he hit her, but he wasn't. Um. Child, she screaming, running. He done tackled her ass hard. I don't understand. I don't understand this here, I don't understand why she keep being a victim to this man, and I don't understand why nobody seems to be hearing her other than Esperanza and Lucien, but okay. He straddled her once he get her down again and start choking her again. She trying to give him up under him, but he a man, and of course he overpowers her. Mm-mm. I said, bitch, where is the peoples? Nobody gonna say this girl. Well, she wind up passing out. This dude is really off his records, and it just as she's passing out, here come this white lady with some mace. I'm like, oh, okay, so now the cavalry arrives. But she ain't no help, because she telling Travis at first, I done already called the police. I saw what you was doing to her, and, get off of her and all that other shit. Like, she's so concerned. She really playing that role. We thinking that in this moment, this is going to be some salvation for Pope Kelly, who's now passed out. But no, 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 no. Travis done convinced this woman that Kelly done passed out. Okay? Now, lady, if you say you saw what he was doing to this woman, how you gonna let him convince you that you didn't see what you know you saw? Child, he talking about call of ambulance and all that shit, and he goes giving Kelly CPR, and then she coming through. The first thing he gonna tell her is, "Bitch, you live to see another day." Told her she better not open her damn mouth, and he got on. I'm still tripping off of the damn white woman that walked up. You let Travis tell you what he wants you to believe when you say out your own two eyes you saw what he was doing to her. I guess she gone to call the police, girl. I don't know. I got something to say about that, too. Anyway, let's go over to Lucien and Natalie's house. She exhausted, okay? She been going through and everything. So, she's getting her some rest. And he go and tell the little kids, look, keep the noise level low, let her get her rest. And the little boy, Frank, I believe that's what his name is. If it ain't, y'all can correct me down there in that panic section, cause shit, you do as many shows as I done did over the course of 2 years. That shit run together, baby. But I think his name is Frankie. He said he was gonna, he was gonna let her rest. He was gonna hold that down, okay? And that's all we saw of her and the kids this whole episode. So we go to Pete giving Lucien a call, and he nervous because Andrew's still missing. But he did like Lucius told him. He went and talked to the FBI and gave his statement. But he worried because eventually I'm gonna get out of here, and what's gonna happen to me? He feel like he ain't gonna never see Lucien again and all of that. And Lucien is basically assuring him, look, man, everything gonna be fine. I got you. Don't worry about nothing. This all gonna be okay in a minute. Just hold tight. The cavalry coming. You did the right thing. So I guess he's kind of more at peace about, getting on off the phone. Now, he go outside and see old S is sitting over there at Alex's house waiting on, I guess she waiting on Kelly and Alex. I don't know, child. Lucien come over there and they get to talking about the Travis and Kelly's situation. S say nobody down at the police station is believing Kelly's story. Rick don't believe her, and the supervisor, who we learned his name was Dion, he don't believe her either, and Travis is still harassing her. Esperanza say Kelly should be home by now. She looking kind of worried, but Lucien, Lucien is the savior of this show. He come in and make things happen for folks. He telling them, look, she gonna make it here. It's gonna be all right. Then he switched to the conversation about Andrew, who is still missing. And Lucien said he feels like Alex knows something about the night that Andrew went missing, but she won't open up about it, and he's not quite sure why. He actually asks Esperanza, would you please try to talk to your girl and see if you can get some type of information out of her, because I don't know what's going on with this lady at this time. I know she knows something. So Esperanza says she will try to talk to her and see what she can find out about that night that Andrew went missing. Now, he also over there because he want to have some type of get-together to try to make make Natalie feel better. So he want Esperanza to get Alex and Kelly together, and they come on over to the house, later on, and try to lift up Natalie's spirits. Esperanza down, but she don't know what's going on. What's wrong with Kelly more? I thought Joey was doing all right. Well, he is doing all right physically, but they took him from the from the hospital back to the prison because he violated his probation. No, he was on parole. So he violated parole. So she agreed to try to get the girls, together and come over. They're going to do that later. Kelly finally arrives at the house, okay? And she get out that car staggering and shit. And pause. I got a couple of questions right here. What happened to the ambulance that was supposed to be coming to see about Kelly? Who changed her tires? What happened to little white lady with the mace? Tyler. Come on. Wow. I don't know what the hell y'all looking at me for. I don't know. I'm asking y'all. I guess we all just ain't gonna know because he ain't gonna tell us, but okay. I can feel y'all eyes on me like, well, bitch, you gonna answer that? Hell, I'm posing the questions. I ain't got the answers, girl. Anyway, Esperanza word asking what's wrong with her and what happened. She tell her that Travis jumped out of my trunk of my car and, he was choking me and shit, okay? He attacked her. Kelly crying, she scared and she shook. Esperanza say she saw the bruises, and immediately that even put her more into a hysteria, okay? And this is my thing. I understand she's scared, But before he ran out, because before he ran off, he did threaten her. But baby girl, when you gonna find that strength? I thank God Esperanza had sense enough to at least take pictures of them bruises around her neck, because when she mentioned calling the police, Kelly don't want to call the police, which I can get that too, because when she did go down there to talk to the police, nobody believes her. But then again, that's kind of her fault, because if she would have acted immediately, maybe they would believe what she's saying. But she kept waiting on this bullshit lawyer who worked for the family, the other person that she's trying to pull the charges against. So girl, I don't know. But she did take some proof of those bruises around her neck. She went over there. She called Lucien to come over there, and when he come over there, he concerned. He see her neck and shit. Kelly say Travis sabotaged her tires to go flat, and when she went to the trunk, he jumped out and attacked her. He choked her till she passed out. Now Lucien say he was gonna. Okay. He said he was going to go on down there to the police station and see if they can get him arrested. Kelly begging him, saying, don't do it, no more police involvement, because if you do, that's going to make him angry, and he'll try to retaliate against me some more. My point is, girl, if he already doing you like this, every attack gets a little bit worse from what we can see. So how long are you going to continue to try to protect a man who is dead set on destroying you? Okay. Girl, you must ain't never seen Diary of a Mad Black Woman, because you ain't got none of these features in you. You just straight scared. You scared. This dude done scared you silent. You sitting here in one breath, you going to say you going to defend you and yours, but then in the next breath, when people are trying to help you do it the legal way so that you ain't got to go put on that damn jumpsuit, that romper, you don't want nobody to help you. Lucien tell her, look, I'm next door. You call me if you need me, okay? But he said he handling this, and when he's done with Travis, he won't ever bother her again. And she asking him, is he sure? And he said, yeah, I'm sure. I'm headed to the station right now. I said, And this is where the frustration really kicked in. Lucien get down there to the police station. He talking to Supervisor Dion, okay? Telling him this man had jumped out of Kelly goddamn trunk and that he attacked her. But all he keep worried about is these text messages, and I'm trying to figure out, if you are an officer of the law, you mean to tell me that you don't know about how you can manipulate text messages and falsify information and hack into a person's phone? You don't have no knowledge of all of this here. We still gonna act like this is 1990 something, when all you was doing really was text messaging and talking on the phone. Social media hadn't made its big presence that it is today back then. So you telling me you still stuck there? Here we are in 2017. You filmed in 2016, and you still acting like you have no idea what this woman. Okay. He was so goddamn unwilling to listen to what Lucien was saying. I felt like, is he, at one moment I was actually saying, is he working for Travis' family? You know, we know he got the lawyer on the payroll. That's why he was bullshitting her. Is Dion on the payroll too? Lucien ain't believe them damn text messages he kept bringing up about Kelly supposedly sending Travis. Dion obviously does. He's saying that both of them kind of crazy and they wasting police time with this mess. And then he goes on to talk about, why would somebody from a prominent family do this? Because crazy don't have no respect to person, baby. Okay? All we need to have in order to be crazy is a decrease or an increase of serotonin to the brain, and you're going to go live. Okay, so it don't matter that he's from a prominent family. That ain't got shit to do with it. Obviously, this boy is touched in the head, and he the only one that can't seem to see it. Dion wants a witness to come down there with Kelly. He need proof. Now, Lucien says she got bruises on her neck that signified that she was choked, but he's still not feeling it. Lucien suggesting bringing Travis in for at very least, let's bring him in for questioning. And that's when Miss Dion wants to remind him, and I said Miss to be Miss, yes I did. Remind him, because he acting like a bitch right now. He gonna remind Lucien that that's his case, and he over it, and it's up to him to solve it, and he don't really need nothing, no help from Lucien. And he walk off basically shutting him down. I said, oh, okay. Now Lucien go to talk to Stevens, and he asking him to help him with this situation. Lucien, he is telling Stevens telling Lucien that that ain't got nothing to do with him, to leave that alone. Drop that. That's not your case. He said there ain't no evidence to bring that boy in for questioning, and he said that all the evidence they do have right now is against Kelly. Then Stevens said he shouldn't be telling Pete to talk to the FBI. He not happy about that. He want Eddie to get in with the cartel, them Escada folks first, then arrest his ass. You got Pete talking, they gonna arrest him beforehand, and I don't want that. Child, according to Stevens, he still getting heat. He getting heat from the higher ups, but he wants Eddie to make that connect, and then they can get him. He asking Lucien to back off some, and Lucien said, "Yeah, I will if you bring Travis in for at least questioning." And Stevens told him no. Lucien said, "Well, we can really make this a federal case because he kidnapped her son." Okay. Stevens said Lucien would be blowing his cover since Eddie already suspicious, and asked if he's willing to do all that, and Lucien said more or less, yeah, we'll take it just that far. Stevens said Lucien wasn't saw that Lucien wasn't backing down. He agrees to go on and get that warrant issued for Travis' arrest, and I was elated. I was like, you really got to go through all this to get help. Women who going through domestic violence that might watch this video, baby, don't believe that. Okay, sometimes you go through stuff, but you keep on, because it's going to be somebody, just like Lucien is that ram in the bush for Kelly. It's a ram in the bush for you too. If you trying to get help, baby, call that damn domestic hotline number, or get your ass down into that police station and tell your story till somebody hears you. Because we don't want to see you on the news as another casualty of a domestic violence situation. And this is what they setting up for this to really be. And that's why Lucien is so serious about it, because he know this man can kill her. Oops, I'm sorry ain't gonna mean shit to her son. You know? Now he about to leave when he run into that damn Eddie. Eddie calling him baby daddy. He said, "Yeah, I'm father." Eddie accusing him of sleeping with his whole ass cousin Alice. I said, "Why you got such a hard on about Alice? Are you one of them cousins that want to fuck your cousin? Because you sure worry about this woman puss action a whole lot more than what you should be to be her cousin. You worry about that woman business way too damn much, child." He went to talking about when Nellie found out he hoped that she leaves him and whatever, some shit. And he called a man a bitch. And Lucien told him, "I got your bitch. Bitch." Okay? Now, Kelly and Esperanza over at our house, and Lucien come by to let her know that they can't find Travis warrant right now, but a warrant has been issued for his arrest. That's when Esperanza invited Kelly and Justice over to her house, which seems like a good idea to me. But Kelly's saying no, she not leaving her home. She gonna stay there and protect her and her child, and she ain't changing her daily routine. Now I'm like, oh, okay, so now you about that life? In these few minutes you done got about that life, because clearly you not, girl. You should have went with that girl, okay? Girl, by another motherfucking lie, in the words of my girl, Thick Chick Blouse, honey, because that's stupid. You should have gone with her. You ain't about, okay, anyway. Now, as night falls, Alex happened to be looking out her window, and she see Brad parked outside, just sitting there, so she go out there to talk to him, okay? Now, Brad starts that, he didn't know why he was there. Plus, he kind of thought she wasn't there because her car wasn't out there. That's when she got to remind this man, you remember I wrecked it. He's like, oh, yeah. This dude's mind so twisted behind this whole situation and took him for a loop. He can't even focus right. He asked, "Is the kid sleeping?" She said yes. He asked about, the other baby, Brandle's child. And that's when she had to tell him about the baby being in foster care due to all that stuff that happened down by the lake. And that, they had a situation where her and Randall went before the judge. And she was about to lose custody of her baby. So she lied. Who is that? All right. She was about to lose custody. So she said that she had multiple partners, okay? That's how that whole situation started with Lucien. We're going to kind of wrap that up a little bit. Basically, she's saying, look, I told Randall, because the reason why I said Lucien was because he seen Lucien coming out the house from over here a couple of days ago. He was on my back because I had already said there was a multiple partner, and then I said it was him. And Lucien said, Brad said, what was Lucien doing over here? She said, did you forget they moved right down the street and he came over to get some candles because he had a surprise for Natalie. That's basically what it is. She knows she got to fix that shit, okay? She got to straighten that whole thing out, and she's saying she would. Now, Brad admits he loves her, but he can't be around that baby. He just wants some peace of mind, okay? She's saying it won't be no drama and peace or be there. Child, she said she understood Brad and said she should congratulate him on the baby that he about to have with Marcy. That's when he found out about Marcy. He had no idea. He didn't know what she was talking about. She said, look, she and I share the same doctor. The doctor said she was pregnant and she confirmed it. That took Brad out of the loop because he ain't know nothing about that situation. She realized he didn't know anything about the situation and she apologized. But as they talking, here come Randall. He walking up. He can't leave her alone. He can't leave Brad alone, okay? Brad just want to leave, but crazy got to be heard, baby. He said he came over there to tell them that DNA is back in and they have to appear in court the next day. He was telling her that she need to get her beauty rest because it looked like she needed. He taunts her, and I be here for it because the Dean Bat started all of this for herself, so I don't feel bad when she being taunted. He asked her, you want to go in the shed like you said you wanted to? She just looked at him like she wanted to kill him, and he walks away with that little evil smirk on his face. But he ain't gone home in his house and mind his business. He's standing out there because, it drives him to see Brad with his own wife. Child. Brad said he really want to do something around her. And in this moment, he realized it ain't about the baby. The reason why I can't come back here, I can't come back here because of him. Alice talking about they can move, and he had to remind her, girl, we can't move. We can't afford that. And I was like, why would you move out your house anyway? Regardless of where y'all move to, y'all still gonna have these issues because y'all not the same folks y'all was prior to this affair. See, if it would have been just the affair and he found out y'all broke up and then y'all got back together, y'all might work past that. But girl, you procreated. It's going to always be a problem. He's saying it ain't about that baby, and it probably ain't. But the fact that you slept with that man is the reason why that man got a problem with you. And he ain't going to want to come home every day and know that them nigga you laid up with is right next door ain't going to have him, honey. Anyway. Brad said he really want to get, he's telling her, look, I just need to go. So she get on out the truck and he drive off. Now, didn't I tell you Randall was still sitting there, right? He taunting her some more, asking if her and Brad getting back together, asking her if she ready to go back there in the shed. He got some tools he needs sharpened and stuff. And she did the typical white woman, get all in her feelings, running our house and slam her door. Now let's go over to Kelly's house because this is the last scene of the night and the one that aggravated me the most. Kelly wake up out her sleep when she hear a dog barking, honey. Damn, I just dropped that whole notebook. But anyway, she come over there because she wake up out her sleep because she hear this dog, right? And she get up, she check on her son, make sure he in there tucked in and doing well, sleeping. She walk around the house and she's locking windows. My thing is, girl, he's probably already in there if we doing this scene right here. True to form, she locks everything up, go to get back in the bed, try to get her a little rest, and as soon as she lay in that bed, a hand came across her face. I said, Travis was in your house already, and you don't know how many hours he done been in there, fool. So I don't know where the direction of this where this direction of this show is going. All I can say is I wish her the best. I hope that Tyler fixed this situation to where Kelly does at least try to fight for herself somewhat, That's the most aggravating part about it is that it seemed like, I understand because I've been a victim of domestic violence, that you do be under a certain amount of fear, but at some point, that fear should jolt you to do something to protect yourself. Baby, self-preservation come first. I tell my eggs that all the time, I'm telling y'all that too. Anyway, I got a less chat coming up. We're going to talk about Karuchi and Chris Brown, and we're going to have a little chit-chat about T.I. and Tiny as well. We're going to talk about all that in the next video coming up. Remember, the depth of your struggle will always determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, remember to like this video. Likes get us in rotation. Comment down below in the panel section. It's clean and I keep it available. And subscribe and share this video, child. I'll see y'all in a minute. Peace.